2-item limit to the signing, and we have to go through it super fast because we only have 45 minutes, and that is a hard out. We have to be out of here. So forgive us if we can't do lots of recordings and all that kind of stuff that you guys typically like to do. But we just want to make sure we get stuff signed for everybody. So, Q&A, let's start. My name is Brina Valencia. I do stuff.
I'm not Brina Valencia, and I also do stuff. Yeah, my name's Micah. Hi.
Okay, let's start. Who wants to start? Who has a question? You. My wife in another life? I don't get it. Oh, you're the queen. You're the queen. I'm sorry, madam, I didn't recognize you. Next. Oh, there.
Do you guys find it hard to sustain voices while you're performing sessions?
It depends on the voice, usually. If it's something that is like Priscilla and Claymore, for me, there's only way that I could only do that voice for maybe an hour before it killed me. And like higher pitched voices, like Chopper, Tamama, anything that's taxing on the voice, I try not to do more than like 2 hours. But if it's just me talking, I can do like 4 or 5 hours, no problem. What about you?
Likewise.
Next! You.
How'd you get
Oh wait, no, you go.
How'd you get in the business? How did you get in the business?
I just paid people lots of money. No, I was an actor. I was an actor to begin with. I did a lot of stage work and everything. When I was 16, I was a big fan of Dragon Ball Z. I took a tour of Funimation Studios. Christopher Sabat was in the booth. Ironically, he's one of my best friends now, and I work for him all the time. I had taken a tour of Funimation Studios, and I remember watching them record and thinking, I could do that. So when I graduated high school, I was studying music and theater, and I ended up going to a community college that was about 2 miles away from the studio, so I just walked in and I asked how to audition. They put me on a waiting list for an open call, and I ended up being able to audition 2 months later. However, now that waiting list is like 2 years, so the best way to get in now is by making a demo and trying to get an agent, or making a demo and sending it in. Also, you would have to live in Texas. That's another thing. If you wanted to get into anime, if you wanted to get into Funimation. If you want to get into anime, you want to live in either LA or Dallas or Houston. So basically, LA or Texas, and there's a little bit in New York as well. What about you?
Funimation kidnapped my parents. So I'm contracted to do a certain amount of time before they let me go. Stop laughing! Oh my God, you guys are terrible people. No, I sent in a demo to Funimation when I was living in Hawaii because I'm a dude, and for some reason they contacted me and were like, "Hey, you have a nice sounding voice. Would you like to try out for us and whatnot?" And long story short, somehow they keep calling me back, and I don't know why.
Because you're awesome. Next! Now you! Coming to your PJs? Dude, all the time. Are you kidding me? It's so funny. Anytime that I come in and I actually look nice at Funimation, people are like, oh, do you have an on-camera audition today? Because that's the only reason I ever come in when I look nice. So anytime that I have makeup on or even like look somewhat presentable, they're like, oh, on-camera audition today? Okay.
I don't wear makeup to Funimation. I usually look like this, a disheveled college kid, which I am. But yeah, yes, more power to us, right? What's fashion?
That's you. That's you.
What has been your favorite role to do?
For me, probably Natsu in Summer Wars has the most sentimental value, although Tamama and Sergeant Frog is one of the most fun, and CL and Black Butler is the most deep, as far as like really getting into a character.
I enjoyed working on Birdie the Mighty. That was cool. Yeah. Yes. That was super cool. You were in it? No, I actually love that. And I also recorded for a cross-dresser class president named List in Okami-san. He was a lot of fun. And there's a show that we just finished working on that we can't talk about, but it's probably the most fun I've ever had on a show.
Can you tell us the title of it?
It's called, and characters in it, and it's awesome.